edition of Next Level Suite. Today we're going to go back and show some of the basic things. Had some questions come up during some demos that I wanted to address, and there have been some issues that people have been running into with importing contacts, and I know there's a few on the line that haven't done this yet, so this will be helpful for you. So one of the things when you're importing contacts is they must be a CSV file, and it must be one item per column or row. I'm going to show you an example here of an Excel document. So this is what I mean. Your first name has to be in one. Your last name has to be in one. Now, you don't have to have these headers across the top. If you just have, it says Jane here and Doe here, that's fine. You can mark that when you're importing in the contact in your when you're importing into Next Level Suite. It will ask you if it's an actual contact that you're matching up, and that's fine. But what you can't have is like two empty lines here. It has to actually be the information in them. And then how do you save it as a CSV file, or what does that mean? So a CSV file is just another form of like an Excel document. So when you go File and you go Save As, you should have the option to change the format, and it's .csv. And then you can go ahead and save that. You can also have it saved as an Excel, but to import it, it actually has to be a CSV file. During the import process, it does ask you about duplicates. What the system looks for duplicates is email and phone number. So if you say do not import duplicates, and you have a, we'll say a husband-wife combo that you wanted to import, but they have the same home phone number listed, that means that it would not import the second person on the list. So just keep that in mind when you're importing, if they're going to have the same email or if they're going to have the same phone number. It would not import them if you say do not import duplicates. The other very, very, very important thing when you're importing, the last question that it asks is, do you want, it defaults to what type of contact this is, and it defaults to restricted. And then if you do the drop down, it says confirmed. If they are people that you know and have done business with, or they're your friends, your family, mark them confirmed contacts. The difference is restricted, you can only send that individual an email. You can't select all or select 2 or 3 people and send the email. If they're confirmed, you can, but if they're restricted, you cannot. And you also cannot subscribe them to an email campaign. So making sure that you mark them confirmed contacts. It's a big deal. All right, another question that we've had are people asking, you know, there's 2 people in my office. We want to share a system. Can we both use it? Yes, technically you can. There's only one login per system, so one username and one password. But if you want it to go to different emails, every single time you use your account, these are the things that you would need to do. You need to go into My Account, and you need to go update your Next Level Suite email sending profile. So here you would need to change the first name and the last name and save those changes. That's the first part, the sending profile, and then update your email address. And update your email address here and save changes again. If you do that every single time, those 2, email sending profile and update email address, then you can have them sent from different email addresses, and then when those people reply to them, they'll go to the correct email addresses. So I don't highly encourage it, but it is possible. Just because if you don't save or you miss one of those steps, it will go to the wrong person. So that's totally up to you. And then also the downfall of that is the notifications. Those are set to one person. So who gets notified is only one person. So that's, your notifications and subscriptions. So you can, only one person will get those, and it will go to, at the time of those notifications, whichever email is set up in this spot right here. Update the email address. Whatever email set up there, that's the one that will receive that notification. So if you're switching back and forth, it'll switch back and forth on who is getting notified. All right. Another question that has come up is, can you put a video in, actually embed it into an email versus just doing the link? And you can do that, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. If you go to YouTube and you, let me go back here. You click on the video that you want to embed. So we'll just say we're going to do this one. And I'm going to pause it before it starts here. All right, and then you click on the share, and we're going to go embed. And it shows this code here. So then I'm just going to copy it. And I'm going to go back into my Next Level Suite. So I'm going to send it to Sarah here. I'm going to go send email. Or you can do it in your one-touch emails or in your email campaign, whichever. Then you need to click on this HTML, these arrows here. And when it switches to the HTML, then I'm going to paste it. And it's just going to show up like that. Doesn't mean a lot unless you know coding. And then when I switch out of the HTML, it has the video actually in the email. So that's another way that you can put the videos so that they're, instead of taking them to another website or another link, you can put the emails in just like that. And that does work in the basic accounts too. So if you wanted to add the videos, that would be another way to add them into your basic accounts. But it has to be in this HTML form with the code. So that being said, you can also, if you know some basic coding, which I'm working on learning some so that I can share it with you guys, excuse me, as well, we can do some really neat things in the lead capture pages or the landing pages. So look forward to that down the road. All right. Another thing that we've talked about is how long has it been since I called someone? And so one of the things with the Next Call feature, if you're using that to reach your contacts, big things that you can go the last time that you called them. So if you're trying to reach out to them on a regular basis, so it hasn't been called, these different options. And then total number of calls. You can do less than or equal to. How many times have you called that person? Great way to keep track of that. The other thing, there is the notes section right here on the advanced search. And if you have keywords that you want to search for, you know, maybe you did sent a marketing thing or put a note in of an event or something that people had been to. If you have that in their notes, you can put that here, and this search will search all of the notes for all of the people in your account. All right. And as you are running into issues, I think there's a lot of people yet that don't know about support. So if you're running into, you can't quite figure out how to do something, you can't find it on the YouTube trainings or in the training tab, under My Account there is support, and you can create a ticket, and then support will respond to you, and you can always go back and view your past support ticket. So you ran into an issue, support helped you through it, you can always go back and review it to see next time when you try to do that. So encourage people to create those support tickets, and also if you know, a link isn't working or something's not quite right in your account, submit it through support. All right. Also, reminder for everyone, we do have the YouTube channel, the Next Level Suite YouTube. If you have not subscribed to that, I highly encourage you to. We have the Next Level Suite Facebook page and also Next Level Suite Best Practice page. So if you're not a part, or group, the Best Practices is a group. If you are not a part of that group, please request to join that or send me an email at info@nlsuite.com, and I will add you to that group as well. All right, and new things that have come up this week with Next Level Suite. In meetings, when you go to schedule a meeting, we now have the option for reoccurring meetings. So if a meeting repeats weekly, daily, monthly, or it's for a series of time, you can set up one meeting, send one invite